It's all rigged. It's all rigged. And there's never been a better time for you to go for your dream. Hey, friend, Sam Crowell. I'm in the office on a Saturday getting some work done, but holy cow, what a week. I mean, this has been one of the greatest weeks in our country's history, I got to tell you, because finally, we all came together against the common enemy, right? The banking system. It's all rigged. And it was amazing to see everybody rallying and the Wall Street bets guys in Reddit, and you've got the everyday Joe and Jane investor, and then you got the suits freaking out on Wall Street because they're the ones that have been manipulating the market this whole time, and we weren't allowed to know how the game was played, and now that we know how the game gets played, we're going to go in. Have you ever been, hey man, I want to play. Nah, you can't play. Nah, you can't play. And then you get a chance to pick your own game and you crush them. Like you build your own team, like Bad News Bears. You come in and crush it. There's never been, and so the whole reason why I want to shoot this video for everybody is to let you know right now, like I've never been an insider. I've never played well with others. I've never wanted to be part of the in crowd. I've always been on the outside. Even when I was in corporate, man, with all the stuff suits and everybody had to, dress the same, look the same, talk the same, eat the same. Everybody had to be the same. I never wanted to be the same. That's why I kind of left the whole corporate world, because that's why they call it corporate America, because they're all corpses. They're just dead people walking around trying to fit in. And the whole point of this week, especially, was to illustrate the fact that everybody is born an original, but we want to die a copy. You don't want to die a copy. Like, you don't want to be like everybody else. Why would you want to be like everybody else? That's not even any fun, So when you saw the, GameStop and AMC and these different stocks going to the moon and people, going to the market, do it, I was just going nuts. I couldn't even sleep. It was so exciting because right now the world needs you, your authenticity, your message, whatever you can bring to the table, man. This is not the time to go and fit in and be like everybody else. It's so wild. I mean, I get so much to talk about. I do a lot of these Facebook Lives inside of my group. So if you're not part of our Facebook group, you're really missing out, because I go live in there several times a week, post in there regularly every day. And it's just to reiterate this fact. And the group is free, by the way. There's no charge. Just go to Motivation, Inspiration, Entrepreneur Success with Sam Crowley. You'll see it. Or everydaysaturday.com/FB group. You'll get in there. It's free. We're in there. A bunch of amazing people, like 1,700 people that are going for their dream at the same time. But I talk about this so much, man. It's like, you can try and just live your life. The mortality rate is 78 years old, and that's a great life. Okay, you're gonna live to 78 if you eat your vegetables and you drink a gallon of water and you exercise and you don't smoke. You'll live to 78 years old. And you can retire at 66. Ooh, so you get 12 years to live your life. Ooh, you're risky. That's great. And you probably got an artificial hip at that point, and you can't even play with your kids, let alone your grandkids. My God, you play peekaboo, you might not even wake up. The hell with that. Who wants to do that? I don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And so right now, the world is looking for people, individuals who have an authentic, their own style. Just be unique. You don't got to be crazy. You don't got to call everyone champion and grab a microphone and say, hey, motivate. Nah, that's not what it's about. You want to show someone how to cook a grilled cheese sandwich? Do it. You want to show someone how to mow a lawn? Do it. But you know what sucks? Being average. Being average sucks. And that's what I've never wanted to be. That's why I quit my job. Because everybody I left on the corporate roadkill highway was just wanting to get to that next step on the corporate ladder, which sucks. There's no fun in that. That's everybody does that. You don't want to be like everybody else. So this week just got me jacked up when I saw everybody inside the Reddit community. We all had a common enemy, and it was the suits. It didn't matter if you were Democrat, Republican, none of that matters, man. What matters is we're all like, hey, let's stick it to the man. I'm an outsider. There's a lot of fun in being an outsider. There's a lot of fun in being abnormal, which stands for above normal, by the way. Okay. So I'm just here to remind you that today's another day and it's going to be gone. February 1st is in 2 days. And if you haven't realized this over the past 10 months, I mean, hey, 2 weeks to lockdown, we just need you to lock down for a couple weeks. Everything will be okay. Here we are. You know, we're almost a year into it. And we're talking about, and we're just now states like California, you know, and New York City, everybody huddled in a corner wearing their mask, not going out, can only see people above the eye. Think about the last 10 months. You know what I mean? It's just crazy how fast time can go, and we don't even realize it when we're walking around like corpses. You know, we don't even realize what's happening. So my challenge to you is to, yeah, go back and tap into who you wanted to be before the world told you who you should be. You know how much advice I've gotten from the corporate people over the past 16 years since I first quit my job? Hey, you're crazy. What are you doing? Why are you so anti-job? I'm not anti-job. I just know that I'm psychologically unemployable. Why do you care what I'm doing? That has nothing to do with you. You go live your average, ordinary, boring life, and I'll go live mine. But I'll tell you right now, I like my chances a hell of a lot more than yours when we're both laying on our deathbed worrying about how much regret we have that we didn't go for our dream. So you go live in Averageville, I'll go fail, might go bankrupt, I don't know. Hey, might live in a tent in my backyard, don't know, don't care. I'm just excited that I woke up today on the right side of the ground and I get an opportunity to live life. And I'm really encouraging you to do that. Don't be like everybody else that go to the job 40 years, retire, and you're dead. All right, because you got no purpose. Your whole purpose was tied up in that dopey job, okay? And you were never paid what you were worth. You were only paid what the position was worth. And you're just following everybody around like a lemming, wondering, where do I go next? That's not why we were here. Our country was not founded by lemmings, okay? Our country was founded by risk takers, people that wanted to go for something, stood for something. Look, the old adage is, if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything. And that's not what I would want you to do. That's not what the founders of this country would want you to do. Your family doesn't want you to do that. I mean, how many dads are out there saying, son, you can do anything you want in this world. You can be anything you want in this world. That's great, Dad. Why the hell didn't you do it? Fair question. Why are you going to a job every day at 6 in the morning, stressed out of your mind, coming home at 7 at night? Why did you miss all my baseball games? Why did you miss my ballet, my dance recital? You're not doing what it is you want to do. You're just doing it because you're afraid of losing your job. That's it. So be careful the advice you give to people. All right. Be congruent with the person who you feel like on the inside. I'm just here to say this week was like, wow, man, we finally got a common enemy, the corporate suit. All right. So if that's really what you believe and you don't want to be part of the rigged system, because it's all rigged, man, everything is rigged. That's what it's a big spotlight that was shown on everything this week and the past year. Then go do something that you really want to do. There's nothing stopping you from firing up your own video and sharing a message that you got with other people. The only thing stopping you is you, because you got to get out of your head or you're dead. All right. So take it from old Sammy boy. All right. The guy that tried and failed and then tried and failed and then tried and failed. And I'm still flopping around every day, but you know what? At least I'm trying. All right. There's nothing wrong with trying. Nothing wrong with failing, because you never really fail. You either win or you learn. You know, that's it. Those two things, you're winning or you're learning. But man, you can call me anything you want. You can call me anything you want. Just don't call me average. That's it. That's why I quit my job, because I felt like I was just going down this average road with average people doing average stuff. Homie, don't play that game. All right. Have a great rest of your day. All right. Happy Saturday, and go for your